Hello and happy Sunday, happy Sunday. How is everybody doing? Hello, welcome in. Hey, TC. Hey, Devon. Living my best life. Sassy Goddess, welcome in, guys. I hope everybody is doing well, enjoying their Sunday. Thanks for liking the live. I wanted to come on here and hang out with y'all for a little bit, check in with everybody, see how everybody is doing. This Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde has had hands, and people have been going through it, honey. So we've been ducking and dodging the foolishness as a collective. The ancestral realm has been extremely chatty for the last couple of weeks, directing us to make sure that we are staying in touch with our intuition and following your intuition at all cost. It doesn't matter if it makes sense to somebody else. If it makes sense to you, that's the direction that you need to go in. I want a reading, but I'm driving. I hope you'll still be on. Okay, love. I should be here for a little while. If you do come back and I'm gone, just shoot me a DM and I'll do it for you. But yeah, we really have to pay attention to our intuition right now, because there is so much happening so quickly. We are, as a collective, moving rapidly towards the designated destination that we've all set for ourselves, right? We want to have things be more sustainable and stabilized. There are certain things that we have been asking for and we have not seen come into manifestation. And so because of that, a lot of people have grown weary. And the message from the ancestral realm is to not quit. Do not quit. Do not think that they are not listening, because they are. The angels, the divine source, everybody's got ears perked up and listening, and they are actually making things happen behind the scene. The metaphor that, or scenario, whatever, that they gave me as an example is, once you put in an order at a restaurant, right, you do not then begin to fret as to whether or not you're going to receive what you've put in. You just start waiting. You're just waiting on what you've asked for, and you're calmly sitting there in expectancy to receive what it is that you have asked for. And in the back, however, as we know from all cooking shows, thank you for liking the live. As we know from all cooking shows, all hell is breaking loose in the back. People are yelling, yes, chef. People are doing all the things. There's plates dropping, there's fires, it's so much going on. And that is their message to us, that although it looks as though it is calm and it's quiet, nobody is listening or answering you on the front end of things, they are in the back making things happen and making things snap. And it's not that you didn't deserve to get it when you ask for it. However, at the time that some of us asked for some of these things, we did not have the capacity to keep it or to manage it. Okay. Especially when you're talking about financial breakthrough, because a lot of people are going through financial difficulty and they are wondering why, after I keep dropping off offerings and lighting candles and leaving water and saying psalms, I'm not seeing the breakthrough that I expected to see. It is a timing issue, because when you talk about what your angels, ancestors, divine source can see, they see the whole thing, right? The past, the present, and the future. And look, she said yes. And so we at the time think, I need this right now. And they are saying, no, baby girl, if we give this to you now, you're going to crash out. You're going to do this. You're going to spend this too much. You're not going to have it for when you need it. and you might not have the capacity to keep it. Part of money manifestation work that nobody talks about, I don't know why, is learning money management. Okay. I remember when I was getting like, okay, I need money, right? And I kept asking for the money, and it was going over my head at the time, right? I kept running up on YouTube videos about how to manage money, how to invest in stocks, things like that. I was getting random advertisements for books on wealth management and things like that. And so what was happening, silly girl, myself, is Spirit was trying to say, okay, we hear you asking for money, baby, but do you know how to keep it? What you gonna do with it when you get it? Are you gonna go buy a seafood boil and go shopping? Like, what are we doing here? Because in order for us to receive a large lump sum of money, your spirits want to make sure that you can then manage said money. And so they were sending me books. They were sending me classes. Hey, Tasha, they were sending me all this material to say, girl, go learn about the stock market. Go learn about investments. Go learn about trust funds. Go learn about what you're going to do with the money when you receive it. So after reading the books and taking the classes and learning the things, the money starts showing up because I've been preparing for it. That's the next step in manifestation. When you start to prepare for the thing, it lets the universe know, I'm expecting to receive this. If you're trying to move, I tell people all the time, the number one tip, if you ready to move, is go get some boxes, start packing up stuff, throw out the stuff you're not going to take with you to your new place, and then start buying things for the new place, right? You may not be able to afford to go buy a couch, but girl, you could go to the store and buy some new towels. You can buy some new utensils. You can buy little things. And all of these things are letting the universe know this is the direction that we are going in. This is the direction I expect to go in. And when you do that, then it meets you and things start to happen. And that's how the magic happens. You put the physical with the spiritual. I just put out a PDF book with like my top 5 money spells, right? That really hit for me in real life and have hit for other people. But this is the key. I'm not going to tell you to go get that PDF and do those things if you're also not doing the physical work, right? We do the things on the spiritual side, but on the physical side, I was like, okay, let me go get a little side hustle. Let me figure out how I can make more money. At the time, I first started using those, I was a makeup artist. So I was like, girl, we got to get some more clients. We got to do this. We got to get that. We got to go to the wedding expo, let people know we're around. So you've got to remember that your spiritual work still needs you to work. Right? We're not looking for things to just fall out of the sky. They do that. That has happened to me where things have come out of nowhere. But 98% of the time, it's me continuing to do what I'm supposed to do in the physical, which then puts me in the position for the spiritual work to then push it just even further. So if I'm in a scenario where I probably would have made like $1,000, thanks to Spirit and that portion, now it is multiplied. It's 2,000, it's 3,000, right? So you have to remember that you've got to do both. You've got to do both. And our ancestors are wanting us to know that even though it looks like we're the only thing moving, right? Thank y'all for liking the live. If we look like we the only one that's moving, we're not the only one that's moving. They're moving on the back end. And you really have to pay attention to what's coming up for you, right? What's showing up for you, what it looks like for you, so that you can catch the signs, because the signs are everywhere. Okay, the signs are everywhere, but we miss them a lot of the times. We absolutely miss them. And so we have to not just ask for the thing and then get disappointed when we don't see it in the next 24 hours to 48 hours. Start asking them, okay, what is it that I need to know, or what is it that I need to remove? Because sometimes you need to remove associations, habits, people, things, and places before receiving some of these things, because Spirit does not intend for other people to experience this level of blessing, right? So they can't have these gifts that they're giving you. And they know that if certain people are around you and you receive certain gifts, they're going to drain you of that resource. They're going to drain you of that gift. She said, come on now. So you have to really pay attention to that. And before we come out of this Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde, if you don't hear anything else I say on this live, please take some time to evaluate your relationships and your friendships. Some of y'all are holding on to people because of time, honey. Some people are holding on to relationships because of the time, but maybe the time is up. Maybe the time is over. Maybe it's time to let go. If somebody has been in your life for 20 years, 5 years, 3 years, 6 months, and you don't see what they are adding to your life, okay, then it is time to move around, okay? She said you're speaking the truth because we're people, we're creatures of habit, right? And you get used to the same people. You're answering the same phone calls. You're doing the same thing. But then if you really sit down and evaluate, right? If you really evaluate what they add to your life or do not add to your life, you'll notice that some of them are actually draining you, not adding to you. And in those scenarios, we do not have to be mean or cutthroat or any of those. We just need to move around. No, I can't hang out with you. No, I can't do that. I can't sit on the phone with you all day, right? Because I have things to do, and that is okay. This Mercury Venus retrograde doubleheader was like, hey, knock, knock. Like, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? Because we're wasting time. Time is the one resource that is limited, right? You can always get more money. You can always get another opportunity. You can always end up in another relationship. But what you cannot do is get back more time. Hey, Marie, you cannot get back more time. Okay? Don't waste your time. Do not waste your time, and don't let people make you feel some type of way because you have chosen to use your time wisely. Okay? No, we can't sit up on the phone and talk about love and hip hop and what the Cheeto and Chief is doing and all of this and all. That's not effective. That's not effective to change in your life. If you're wasting time with people, right? Exactly. Time is the only thing you can't get back in this life. If we're wasting time, you will look up and it will be December 2025. And you will be saying to yourself, man, I wanted to start my spiritual journey. I wanted to build a relationship with my ancestors. I wanted to go to the gym. I wanted to start a business. I wanted to do these things, and they still haven't happened because you've allowed other people to allow you to waste your time. Get into the routine of me first. Okay, that is a part of ancestral veneration. Ancestral veneration is the number one self-love technique in the world. If I am going to my altar, i.e. myself, because you are the altar, remember that, whether you got a table or not, you're the altar. So if every day I'm saying, Grandma, Grandpa, thank y'all for your life and your life force and all that you've done and all that you continue to do for me. And then I turn around and I look at myself in the mirror and I say, hey, girl, I love you. You doing the work. You are building yourself up. You have to build yourself up in order to have enough energetic force for anything to work for you. And most people take their time pouring into everybody but themselves. Okay? You just sent. Okay. So, excuse me. Let me know if you just want me to tell you what Spirit has for you, Marie, or if you have a specific question. And I will definitely tell you, love. But you've got to pour into you. Okay? So, make sure that you're pouring into yourself, because the other thing with retrogrades is they make you slow down and realize that maybe, just maybe, you're taking care of everybody but you. Everybody but you. Okay? So you've got to pour into yourself. Okay, she said what the ancestors got. All right, sweetheart, let's see. Marie. So I'm hearing a clock, right? I'm hearing a clock, and they keep saying you have time. What about, I don't know what this is that you are really concerned about, Marie, of not having enough time, or that you are out of time, or you are too late. It is too late for you to do these things. I'm hearing about family and babies. Like, tell me what's going on with the family and the baby. They keep saying it's not too late for you to have all the things that you've asked for. You think that there is not enough time left for you to do it, or you're too late to do it, or starting my life, new career in a life. It's not too late. It's not too late. They're like, please cut off the clock. Start to walk in the flow, Marie. Everything that you have asked them for, because it feels like you want like a brand new package. Okay. You like, I need a new place. I need a new car. I need a new everything. Okay. And they're saying, we are getting these things to you. Okay. Okay, T, I got you next. We are sending these things to you. We are getting these things to you. However, they have to come in a specific order, my love. They cannot give you the dream job without the car to get there. They can't give you the house until you have the money to maintain it. So they're saying, allow us to work this thing. This is being worked into your life, and it is coming into fruition. You're not late to the party. You did not miss your opportunity. Everything is happening for you in divine timing. What is divine timing? It is not about them knowing better than you. It's about everything happening in correct time. It's like kismet. Like everything just starts to match up for you. You really need to sit in the seat of gratitude, Marie. I'm sorry, sweetheart. They really want you to just start saying thank you. I'm talking about sitting saying thank you until the tears start falling. Thank you for my new life. Thank you for my new job. Thank you that I can pay all my bills. Thank you, I don't have to do all of those things. The more gratitude that you are feeding into the machine of manifestation, the more you are giving gratitude for the things that you are asking for, the quicker they will arrive and the quicker they will come. The job, the career thing is something that they're mentioning, and they're saying June and July for you, Marie, there's going to be a major shift and change in your career and in your job, moving you into what it is that you want to do. Because I feel like you're wanting to switch in like industries. Correct me if I'm wrong, or you can say yes. What a relief. I definitely felt like I was put on a clock. Yeah, girl, and the clock was loud. The clock was loud. Okay, yes, I've been out of work. Okay, so June, July, okay? That's what it is. You're going to be getting a job, but it's not in what you're used to doing. It's something different, because they're saying you were tired of doing the same thing anyway. And please don't believe that this period that you've had of not working was punishment. It was actually meant for you to stop long enough to be able to pinpoint exactly what it is that you want. Okay? They're wanting you to truly get a real legit picture of what it is you want. Sometimes when we've been without for so long, we'll get into that energy of, I'll take whatever you can give me. Oh, wow. Yeah. And they're like, no, we don't. If you want a Benz, baby, you can have a Benz. They're like, quit thinking I'm just going to take what I could get because it's been tight for so long. And if you want a Toyota, get a Toyota. If you want to rent a house, you can rent a house. If you want to buy a house, you can buy a house. The thing is, you just have to allow the space for it to happen. Because thank y'all for that. Telling the ancestors, thank you for that. The reminder that the minute you ask for something, they begin to work on it, right? The only thing that causes that delay is the materialization into this reality, right? There is no delay in your answers and their response. They're answering yes or no immediately. And when they're answering no, it's either because it's going to harm you, hurt you, or you're not going to be able to hold on to it. Okay. But all of these things that you are specifically asking for, my dear, they're like, you got to just give it time and you've got to get specific on it. Know that they're listening. And have you had, okay, Have you had like any back issues, Marie? Because I'm feeling something in my back here. Have you had any issues in your back that I'm feeling? It's like, yes. Okay. The main thing with your back, they're saying, is you need to, they're saying like exercise and stretch, nothing major. I went shopping and you can't stand long. Okay. Cause they keep talking about like stretching a nerve. Well, not you stretching, because you can't stretch a nerve, but like a nerve being pinched and you needing to see like a chiropractor or someone who deals with, the spine and all of that. There was a nerve, something that got pinched, and it is affecting you being able to stand and stuff. So make sure you get that checked out. And they're saying it would not be a bad idea if you can get like a back brace up until you can get to a chiropractor. Yes. Oh my God. Thought it was a sciatic nerve pain. Okay. But that's what it is. A pinched nerve. Okay. Yeah. I thought about that. Yeah. Go get a back brace. Your folks are saying get a back brace, please. Because it needs support. It needs support. Okay. I'm asking them what else they have for you, Marie. Love and support, even when you don't feel it or see it. And that makes sense because a lot of times in our waking life, we don't necessarily see the support and love from friends and family in the physical. It's your ancestors stepping forward to let you know we are supporting you and we do love you and we are appreciative that you have gone as far as you felt, because a bit of you been a little hesitant with some of this stuff. And that's the thing with spirituality. It's okay if you're scared to pause and wait until you get confirmation. And they're just saying that they're here to protect you, not to harm you, to bless you, not to pull things from you, and that you're headed in the right direction. Okay. Sending you so much love and healing. May Archangel Raphael really heal that area of your back. Let's see. Oh, can I pick up my cards? They said only if you'll believe yourself when you get those intuitive messages. If you don't second guess yourself, they say you could pick up your cards. Okay. Okay. TC, did you have anything specific, my love? She said, okay, aunties. I know, right? They was like, when she believes herself. Thank you. Thank you, Keisha. A pleasure when you come on always. Thank you, love. I appreciate y'all. I truly do. I really, really do. I'm gonna, and you're welcome. Ancestors, your dad. Okay. Okay, first of all, TC, not your daddy coming in cracking jokes. You too, Marie. TC, first of all, your dad feels like very much the jokester. Okay, like I'm the jokes, my friend. He's like, first of all, he's okay. Okay, he's good over there. I don't know, what have you cooked recently? Because I'm like hearing like people eating. Feels like you've put out some food for your ancestors recently. And there is gratitude for the offerings that you have put out, my dear. He's funny. Okay. So tell me what you put out. What did you put out? Because he's like, thank you for keeping him vibrant. He's saying like you talk to him a lot. You bring up his spirit a lot. You bring up his energy a lot. And when you're talking to him, when you're speaking about him and you're remembering him and you're doing all these things, you are bringing vibrancy to his spirit. Like, I feel like he's saying when he passed, it was kind of like in a deficit. I've had veggies and snapper out. Okay, I knew you had put out some food because your people are eating, honey. They're eating good. They're eating really well. But when he first passed, like his energy was depleted, like he was tired, almost like if he had been in like a health battle for a while and he was just energetically drained. And so the things that you're doing to venerate them, the things that you are putting out for them, clearly like this food, and they like the way that you cook, because they're saying something about not everybody in the family can cook well, or some people are really bad cooks, and so they're very, very grateful for your style of cooking, and what you're putting out. But the things that you are doing have caused him to be revived. He said he's feeling whole, and how proud he is of you, and shocked. They're like shock and awe. There's some people, ancestors, that you have revived through your veneration that have not been acknowledged for a very long time. Okay. And so because of that, they are able to do things that your recent ancestors wouldn't. Okay. You've created a pathway for them to really be of use. A lot of them are very grateful that they are still of use. Your dad keeps saying, I still have things to do over here. I'm learning so much. And he's learning by you learning, right? Because as you're going through things, he's also learning the things, okay? But you have truly revived him. Like he looks like he's happy and he's healthy, well-rounded, wanting you to keep going. Okay, not putting your business out there. But whatever was this recent major decision, okay, recent major decision that you made, he's saying you made the right decision. So don't second guess it. Okay. Whatever the recent major decision was, he's saying you did the right thing. And that is the direction that you should be going in. Making sure that you feel as though in all of your scenarios, like all relationships, making sure that you are supported and that you are respected, okay? And that no one can take that from you. I had a surgery. Okay. So that's the major decision. And he's saying you made the right decision. So that makes sense why you would be concerned, because you could choose whether or not. And he said, yes, you made the right decision. And that is going to go well. Something about the surgeon for the surgery is very skilled at this. And you're gonna go through it well. Recovery is going to be successful but slow. So don't be alarmed, okay? Because he's saying recovery is going to be slow, but it's going to be good, okay? Yeah, so I'm listening to what else. It sure is slow. I've been impatient. He's like, tell her she's gonna be fine. Yeah. Okay. Have you been thinking about getting a dog or a pet of some sort? Because your folks are bringing up a pet. Like a dog. And a dog being a friend. You either are thinking about getting a pet or you have a pet that's on the other side. There's something about a pet that is a companion that will bring you companionship. Okay, a cane course, but not too soon. Okay. So a Corso. Okay, a cane Corso. Okay, girl, I don't know about dog breeds, but I think I know what kind of dog there's. They're like black, big dogs, I think. But that's them saying like if the dog's going to be a really good companion for you, and going to bring you some type of solace, feeling protected, heard, loved. Pets are amazing. Amazing friends, like family. So yeah. Tasha says she has one for protection. Yeah. I think another TikToker that I'm cool with has a cane corso. If it's the dog I'm thinking about, and she talked about how smart it is, and it's really protective of her daughter who's like 5. But yeah, your dad said that dog is a great idea. He's listening. He's always listening. Always listening to you and your conversations. And he said, I would say I miss her, but I'm around too much to miss her. Like, he's around you a lot. And that he loves you. Yeah. Okay. I literally see him being like, okay, I'm going to go back to the table. Like, he's going back to the table with the other ancestors to eat. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Thank you. I love that for you, TC, especially with the surgery thing. Yeah, you're welcome, love. You're welcome, as always. If anybody else sent a cash app for a question or something, let me know, because I have my phone on do not disturb, and for whatever reason, well, because I've had it on do not disturb, I can't see who sent what. So if you sent something and I didn't say nothing, say something so I can say something. But yeah, back to what I was saying. You really have to allow the manifestation to materialize. It's not that your people are ignoring you, but that you have to give it the time. Okay? You have to give it the time. Time is an actual factor in the 3D reality that we live in. And although none of us like to wait, we have instant potatoes, we have instant coffee. We love things to be instant, right? So since that's the energy that we be in, sometimes when the money doesn't show up, or the thing doesn't show up, or the person doesn't show up quickly, we begin to lose hope, and we think that it's not coming. But I promise you that it is, and it is coming when it's supposed to come. Sometimes it could take a long time, but once you receive it, you will understand why it took its time getting to you. Okay. Sometimes it just had to take its time to get to you. Okay. So yeah. And also, anybody who's new to my lives, the $20 readings are good all day on the day that I go live. So if you're thinking about this later, you like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that, then you can DM me and I'll take care of you. But my main thing was to come on here and do what my ancestors said and remind y'all to follow your intuition, evaluate your friendships, cut off who you need to cut off without any apologies, and get focused. Okay. I have struggled with patience most of my adult life, but I think this is my year of learning it finally. Yeah. She said, I can't wait to park. It's okay. I'll wait on you. I will wait on you. Let me see how's the battery doing. I think I'm going to turn my car on. I'm in the car. If y'all didn't clearly. I think I left the key in the house. Oh, well. But yeah. Yes, I did. I understand. There's no key in the car. So, I'll wait for you to park, and then I can answer your question. And then I'm going to roll up out of here. But the main thing that they want us to do is to in your first thought. Okay? Because y'all are getting the answer and then talking yourself out of the answer. Okay, and they want y'all to stop talking yourself out of the answer. What the old people used to call your first mind. Go with your first mind. Okay, the first thought, and that happens a lot, especially when you talk about people. You'll meet somebody and be like, the first time I met them, it was just weird vibes. But then you let it go and decided you was gonna be cool with them, and then you were gonna talk to them anyway. Well, then down the line, things go left. That is why. Yeah, that intuition. Hey, P. So you got to. And I think I saw Ladrill and I saw Nessa. Hey. And I saw Latoya. So, hey. But I was in the middle of channeling, so I didn't get to say hi. But yeah, you really do. You got to follow that intuition. You cannot, especially right now, there's so much being thrown at us, and that is the goal, right? It's always something. So if we can keep you distracted, then you can't focus on your own. Hey, Heber. So then you can't focus on your own. You can't get enough energy behind whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. And when you can't get enough energy behind it, it slows down because you've wasted energy here, there, and everywhere. So we've really got to get focused. The ancestral realm is saying, what do you want to do? Get started. Get focused. Get today. Whatever you can do about it today, do it. Stop waiting for someday or April 1st or I'll wait till the 15th or I'm going to start on Friday. No, today. We're not promised tomorrow. That makes sense. The ancestors was like, if anybody knows that you are not promised tomorrow, the people that no longer have a tomorrow. So you need to get on it today. You need to get on it today. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah, so, and thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate it. I really do. And I thank you for the likes. I'm waiting on Living to Park so I can answer her question. Yeah. But yeah, we've got to get started today. They're like, right now. I had to go walk this weekend because they tired of me. They said, get out here and walk. Like, you don't need a gym membership to put Peter and Paul on the pavement. I was like, you right. I could go walk. So we're doing what we can do and getting started today. Because I promise y'all, the speed at which this year is moving is happening fast. It's going to be April. We just said Happy New Year. Okay? It's about to be April. And it will be December before you can blink. It's time to get started and go. While I am waiting on her to park, just a reminder of some of the things I have available. Number one, I have a, let's see, I just sent my resume to my sorority sister who's in corporate. Come on now, because your people been on you. I'm proud of you. Let's get moving. So, some of the things that I have right now that are offering, I have a ultimate money spell PDF that I have available. It's the top 5 money rituals that I have used successfully and that other people have used as well. When you pair one of those with you actually put in physical effort, you're going to get some money. It's just, it is what it is. And if you want it, it's available. And it's only available until midnight tonight. I put it out last week, but it's available until midnight tonight. We have today, of course, the readings for $20. And I'm also going to be introducing a reality shifting program. Okay. Yeah. Go get it, friend. Go get it. It's good. I promise you. I'm still using some of them. I have a reality shifting protocol. Hey, Tam, I'm going to be starting in April. And the purpose of the reality shifting protocol is because I am of the thought, right? This is Keisha. If I wasn't going to see change in my physical life, if I wasn't going to see more money, more opportunities, better health, a healthier relationship, some type of real life change, I could have stayed in church. I could have kept giving my little tithes and I could have kept showing up on Sunday morning. In order for me to continue to walk the path of spirituality where I am doing way more than I ever did in the church, because now I got to light candles, leave offerings, have conversations, do shadow work. In order for me to do all of that, my reality needed to shift, right? Once I was able to see real life change in my life, and I accepted the call to do this professionally and teach others, okay? I told my people, if I'm going to do this, I have to really make a difference in people's lives, right? I really have to make a difference in their lives. I need to hear about them getting jobs. I need to hear them getting approved for loans. I need to hear them becoming in relationships that they've been asking for, babies being born, for mamas who wanted them. I need to see change. And that is the thing that they have shown me how to show others, how to shift your reality. I am a reality shifting transformational spiritual coach. I'm not going to tell you to just meditate. Okay, you got to put something with the meditation. There are things that you have to do. It has to be physical and spiritual so that you see real life change in your life. Okay, and so the reality shifting protocol is going to be a one event. It's a 2-hour event on live with me and some of my students that have experienced some of these teachings and can vouch for what it is that I'm going to tell you to do, right? And so if you're interested in that, shoot me an email. It's mybigcraftworks@gmail.com. And I'll make sure you get an invitation when that invitation goes out to really start to see change. I was looking through old messages the other day from students who have experienced some of this stuff. One of the girls, I'm going to use her as an example. She was one of my favorite. She said, do it, y'all, because I'm telling you, it's got to make sense. All of this stuff has to make sense. She was having health issues, and she was a single mother, and she and her daughter were sharing a 1-bedroom apartment, and she needed something to move. And Spirit gave us directions for her in order to have things change. And I remember the day she called me in tears, and she's like, Miss Keisha, you know I needed a car. Her heat wasn't working, or the AC, one of the two. And it was the season where she needed it. And she's like, I just couldn't afford to get another car. My credit was crazy. And somebody gave her a car. Because Spirit does not need our money to do anything. They just need our faithfulness and our consistency in order to make the thing move. And so she was given a car. A couple of months after that, got approved. Her and her baby are now in a 2-bedroom home. Then after that, she gets a raise on her job. She's making $1,000 more a month than she was making. So these are real life things, right? Like, because your life has to be well. You have to be able to, and I say this all the time, you have to be able to pay your bills and eat before you can worry about lighting a candle or putting out water or saying a mantra. Okay? You make it make sense. What are we doing? So otherwise, it's just like being in religion again, right? Where people are giving their money, they light bill money to the pastor like, oh boy, time about close the door. Close the door. So they can get 40K when they got 40K in their account plus something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is about improving your life. This is about you. Spirituality should make you look better. You should have a glow up. Okay? Child, not the 40K. I know, right? The way I hollered. But let me not get off track. And I will say this, though. As a kid who grew up in the church, it was not, and this is the sad thing, it was not uncommon to have a pastor hold up a service in order to get to a certain amount, whether 10K, 30K, 40K, whatever. And what's crazy is we didn't find that alarming that they were holding up the service to get to $10,000, $20,000. But they never said they was going to lock the doors, right? So levels of trauma, because the whole thing was a hot mess, right? People gave what they gave. Let the divine bless it and keep it moving, okay? You won't keep asking and asking. Having a building fund for 20 years and we're in the same building. I was just having a conversation. I told my friend, stop acting like we haven't experienced this. Exactly. We all have. Child, a building fund. I was even my church that I grew up in literally had a building fund until the building fell down. I still ain't built no new building. The membership is half dead and there's no building. Let's see. What is the amount? Let's see. She said true is just the amount he said was astronomical. Yeah. And close the doors was diabolical. Because what? Because what we not gonna do. Anyway, I'm waiting for living my best life to park. And if I don't see her in like the next few minutes, then I'm gonna let her message me and I can give her her messages offline. Does anybody else have any questions? Even if it's not a reading, you just have like general questions or spiritual questions, I have no problem answering those. Okay, you're 10 minutes away. Okay. I think we should be good for another, well, maybe not. What does my battery say? Hold on, y'all. Blind with glasses. Okay. I should be fine. For another 10 minutes before you get there. But take your time. I don't want you, crashing for that. Yeah, or nothing like that. So yeah, do y'all have any questions or general questions? To see, when we give offerings on our altar, do they multiply amongst each other like Jesus did the fish? That is an excellent question, and the answer is yes. And I love that you use that as an example, because we know that the Bible is not literal. It is a metaphor. Okay. And so it is that whole story was about making the little more than enough. A metaphor for the fact that when you enter into the field in the area of Christ consciousness, right? When you've ascended to a level of consciousness, where you realize that you too can do these miracles, as it says, then you're able to take what you have and make it what you need, right? So that is basically what happens when we're giving these offerings, is that the energy of the food is being expanded and available to those that we have made it available for. Okay. But yeah, it definitely multiplies among the whole family, whoever is going to take part in that offering, for everyone. And because of that, that's why I feel like you only need to leave like one plate, blah, blah, blah. But according to some traditions, they leave multiple. I feel a sneeze. And because I said it, it's not going to come. Because that's how sneezes work. But yeah, once you've reached that level of understanding, it definitely multiplies for the whole family. That's why I only put out one thing and everybody gets some. I don't think you were on here, P, but a little earlier we did a reading for a young lady, and I heard eating. Her entire ancestral line was like eating and saying thank you for the food. And she had put out like some veggies and snappers. So that's everybody. That's everybody. You are welcome. Y'all have any other questions for me? And again, if you send a Cash App and I haven't acknowledged you, say something, because I can't see them coming in. So I don't know who sent what. It was 333 on the clock. Confirmation and a sign for someone who asked for confirmation. Somebody said, okay, well, ha. I feel like somebody said, if she's real, then send me confirmation. Well, this is your confirmation. I don't know who is questioning my authenticity. But here's your sign. Living my best life. I see it every day. Okay. I love when we get angel numbers, because angel numbers let us know that we are tuned in to the right frequency to receive whatever it is that we are asking for. Yeah. Yeah, Heber. That's what I said. I was like, well, alrighty then. But yeah, that's what angel numbers are. Because, everybody's like 555, divine change, 1111, make a wish, like 888, it's the money, 999, it's the end of the cycle. It's just about being in alignment. Because if you remember anything before your spiritual awakening, you could have looked at the clock 8,000 times in a day. You never saw no angel numbers. Do we ask for the angel numbers, or does it just happen and we're supposed to know? It just happens, and you don't have to know a specific meaning, okay? It's just about, when I see angel numbers, when I see angel numbers, I just say, okay, thank you for letting me know I'm in alignment, and then I keep it moving. Otherwise, you'll run yourself crazy on Google every 20 minutes. And sometimes when they're sending them to us like back to back, they're trying to get you to pay attention to something. It's kind of like somebody being like, hello, and they keep tapping you and they keep tapping you. So ask them, what is it that I'm not paying attention to that I need to pay attention to? Because they're really trying to get your attention if they keep tapping that shoulder with those angel numbers. My synchronicities have been the same color car and numbers. Huh. That's interesting. Pay attention to it. they be knocking at my door when I'm not available to tune in. That's hilarious. They're like, okay, you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. My candles have been crackling like a fireplace here lately with no herbs or oils. And I was like, okay, what we talking about? Let me go sit down and chat what Beyonce said. Let the people chit chat on the wall, because let me go sit down because somebody wants to talk. So all of those things are signs. And as long as we're paying attention and acknowledge them, we'll be okay. We will be okay. And to remember, like Tam, you were talking about not knowing the meanings, not just with angel numbers, but like things in spirituality in general. Give yourself the time and space to figure this stuff out. It's a lot. Okay? I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's a lot. I felt like when I was going through my spiritual awakening, my people put me through like spiritual grad school. I was consuming so much information. If I think back to those years, I don't know. Like, first of all, I wouldn't have been able to consume that amount of information if I would have had a job. They literally got me fired, and then had my dog died, and then my husband went on the road. So I was just home. I was home by myself. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't do anything. And then the stuff just started happening, and the information started flooding me. And then I now understand, because they were like, okay, sis, you have a certain age. We got to get you where we need you to. If you're going to help anybody else, baby girl, let's get this together. So they ran me through. Honey, I was just learning, reading. I can't even imagine being able to do that if things had not happened the way that they happened. They literally put me in a tower moment in order to build a new foundation. And that happens a lot. When it feels like everything is falling down, it is in order for you to have what you've asked for. But of course, nobody wants to get what they asked for through turmoil and sadness and things. Sometimes I'm like, y'all can't find another way to knock this down. You couldn't have figured an easier way, but it was more effective. And it was actually something that now sticks with me that I'm able to help other people with. So I get it now, right? Because if you would have told me about me, okay? If you'd have told me about me 10 years ago and said that I would be doing what I'm doing today, I would have told you lost your mind. I would have been like, okay, well, it's been nice meeting you. You have a lovely day. And God bless. Because I didn't see any of this coming. And that's the thing. We don't see it coming. That was me 3 years ago. Yeah, it hits. Like they're very demonstrative when they realize, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Because it's been predetermined that this is what we agreed to do. So let's get on it. They're like, let's get on it and get them started. And then things start to make sense and things start to pan out and you start to understand it. That's why when people come to me and they're like, what are my spiritual gifts? What are my spiritual gifts? And I'm like, you ain't ready. You don't want to know. Because once you know, now you're going to have to start doing the things to develop them, even if it's for yourself. You can't unknow. That's why I know that people who rebrand back to religion, right? That's what we're going to call it, the religious rebrand. They have not truly gotten deep enough into the realms of spiritual knowledge and understanding and ascension and really breaking down the Quran and the Bible and learning like what the real message here was, is that you're the one that's in charge and you're the one that makes the machine move. Because if they had really gotten down to the knowledge, they would not be able to go back to religion, because you cannot unknow. There's no part of me that could go sit on a pew and say amen at this point. I know too much. The lies have been revealed. The cover's been taken off. It's too much. I can't go back. I can't unknow the truth. It is very much the Matrix. You've taken the pill. You can't unsee. The scales have been removed from my eyes. I may be blind in the physical, okay? But in the spiritual, I can see. There's no way I could go back either. Yeah, it's just not possible. And anytime I see that, I think, okay, so you were surface level. Because if you had done any shadow work, you would have been like, oh, wait a minute. I need to address this about me. Yeah. That's me. My dad asks every other Sunday if I'm going to church with him, but I can't explain it. Yeah, they do. They do. My mother is staying with me now. And I took her to church this morning. I dropped her off and I picked her up. And when I picked her up, I hugged the first lady because I love her. Great to see you, but I can't sit on your pew. I'm not going to sit in here and fake the funk and lie. Not going to do it. Can't do it. Not going to do it. We grown. And that's something else that I have been really thinking about the other day. I was watching That's Mo, or just Mo, on Netflix, about this young man. He was a Muslim guy from Texas, and it's a really good show. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. So I was watching the show, and I'm watching him and his family. Or were they Palestinian? I don't want to offend anybody. But anyway, I believe they were Palestinian because they went back to Palestine, I believe. And they're doing all of the things, right? And they're doing their religious things for their food, and they're saying their prayers, and they're singing their songs. And I'm thinking how beautiful this is. I always thought that the Muslim religion was beautiful, and I had respect for it. And I was like, Keisha. And I said, what, Keisha? And I said, why is it you could look at people who are Muslim or Hindu, and all you see is the beauty and the culture and the religion, but when it comes to Christianity, you feel irritated? And I was like, oh, because they don't try to shove it down my throat. There's no knocking on my door telling me I'm going to burn. They're not trying to shove their beliefs down my throat. They're saying, this is the beauty of what I believe, and I'm going to practice it, and I'm going to allow you the freedom to then be an individual and practice what you choose. And that's what's irritating. They're not, exactly, that speaks volumes. And I was like, that makes sense, because they're not telling you every 5 minutes, if you don't believe what I believe, you're going to, burn, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. That's why you can respect it. There is a respect there for you as an individual and as a person. Same. Because that's the thing that's irritating. And I realized that. I really did. And that was a aha moment for me as to what the problem is. It is the audacity to believe that you know better for me and my life than I know for myself. That's the crazy. How you gonna tell me you know better for me than me? Don't nobody know me more than me. Don't nobody love me stronger than I love me. Nobody gonna root for me more than I root for me. So don't tell me you know better for my life than I know. And that's where the problem comes. And this whole religious rebrand that we are seeing throughout celebrity, it's due to losing certain energies, losing their grip on society, because we are in the age of Aquarius. And so those that can be still gotten and utilized to continue the narrative, they will. I start to excuse myself because my body gets cringe. It does. It gets so cringe. Okay, now we heard you. Let it go. Yeah, I had an instance, this was about a year or two ago, where these Jehovah's Witnesses were coming to my house, and I'm polite, okay? I'm not gonna be over the top, but I was polite to these two women, and they saw my daughter, and okay, that's cool. And we had a conversation, and I explained, thank you for the information. Have a nice day, right? And then they came back again, and that time I didn't answer the door. And then they came back again, and I didn't answer the door. And then I get a letter in the mail that she didn't send me something in the mail inviting me. Listen, just stop. That's the thing that's irritating. It's the pushiness of it all. Yeah. Not for me. It's not for me. Let's see if Living has made it to her spot yet. If not, love, you can DM me, and I'm gonna give you my number, and we can talk. You're parking? Okay, go ahead. I'm glad I'm on a semi-rural area, so they don't come down this dirt road anymore. That's nice. That is nice. Unfortunately, my neighborhood look all inviting and welcoming and stuff. I was like, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. I said I was going to get a no solicitation sign for my door, because literally the solar people, everybody be over here. And then I'm so like, I don't want to be rude to the people. So I'll be like, I don't get through your spiel. I have someone who always tries to talk religion with me and says, I know you're religious. So you mean they're talking to you about religion? And you know, get quiet. If somebody, yeah, we used to, I don't know what happened to them. But when people are pushy like that, get quiet. It's something about that awkward silence. It fixes it every time. You just awkwardly looking, because I'm not saying anything that'll make them stop. Yes, I do, but I don't want to hear all that. I completely agree. I don't be wanting to hear all that either. I do not like, and that's the part where like you've got to be able to have a life too, right? Like nothing should be just all of your life. You have other things to do. Can we talk about something else? So yeah. Any other questions while she is parking? And I will answer them for y'all. My face needs deliverance because I have no control over these expressions. That's hilarious. It's crazy though. Some people are like that. Like you see, I have a really good friend that's like that. And I'm like, girl, fix your face. Fix your face. Like I could tell, because like, we could tell. You look irritated. Let the lady talk. Like her face gives it away in a heartbeat. Okay, you said that's you. Oh. Do you have a specific question, living my best life, or do you just want your message? Your messages, I'm hearing. She said, me too. I'm going through a lot and I don't know where to start. Okay. Grandma energy coming through for you first, my dear. Oh, I hope you got the tissues nearby, or a napkin from a store or something. Oh, this grandma is wanting to give you the biggest hug. Please stop criticizing yourself. Please stop criticizing yourself. Please stop. She's saying, please stop expecting your... Okay. You're doing the best that you can with what you have. You miss her so much. She is literally like, baby, you are doing a good job. Just because things get tough don't mean you're not doing something right. Sometimes you've got to go through the difficult way. Oh, that makes sense. She's saying you've been going through a lot, and it looks like they've sent you through the difficult way, but in reality, they're actually sending you through the shortcut. Now, if anybody knows, when you take a shortcut, it is the unpaved road. The roads are bumpy. You could run into random things or stuff like that. They're sending you through a shortcut, sweetheart. This is not the difficult path. You on the backcountry road. It's bumpy. Things are weird. What's going on with like your love life? Because she's bringing that up. You're fine. You're going to be fine. Not that you're fine, that nothing that you're going through right now matters, because what you're going through matters. And she's acknowledging the pain and the stress that you're under. It feels like I'm going to break. Your ex just came back. She's saying to take it slow. Okay. So this is the thing. You weren't supposed to take your ex back. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so she's saying you weren't supposed to take your ex back. Okay? Are you alone right now? Before I continue talking, just say yes or no to whether or not you're by yourself. before I continue on with your message. Okay, yes, because I wanted to be cognizant of the fact that she's saying you took your ex back thinking that this was the real love, this was the thing, and y'all could work it out. But in reality, that person is in the way of you getting to your soulmate. You need to release that ex in peace, and you need to move on, because that ex is not for you. There's stagnant energy there. There is an unwillingness to change. And I know this is not what you wanted to hear, she's saying, but it's what you needed to hear, because you've asked them for someone who not only loves you, respects you, and nurtures you, but that will support you and push you forward. Yeah. I'm sorry, sweetheart. She's saying you, well, I'm not going to say I'm sorry. She told me, she said, quit saying you're sorry. I'm not going to apologize, because she's not apologizing. She's saying that it is time for you to let that go. Cut the cord and keep it moving so that you can get who you truly want, need, and desire. Quit trying to put a bandage on what you've asked for. That's over and done with. That energy is stagnant. There is no need. There is nothing that person can add to you in your life. She's funny. She said, now that's out of the way, we can talk about her job and all of these things. Old people do not care. She's like, I love her, but I don't want to hold her hand while she's, so it's two. So I don't know which one. My battery's low. Hold on. She said it's both of them. You need new energy. Y'all give me 2 minutes. I'm going to, did I do it? What do you mean unable to verify? It's me. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go grab my charger. Hold on 1 second. My key, whatever. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, thank you. Let me. Okay. So, all right, we're in the car. So what she's saying here, let me cut this blower down because this thing is just gonna make unnecessary noise. She's saying to let both of them go because she wants you to release stagnant energy. She's like, you're holding on to dead things. You cannot receive the new living things. Okay. They're blocking your ability to get to what you really want, because she's saying if we put two of them together, they may equal a half of what you want. You can have what you want, but you're gonna have to move them out of the way. Okay. I'm really, yeah, I can't say that. Yes, ma'am. So she's like, of course it's not what you want to do because they're both familiar to you, but she's like, there's better for you. You got it? Okay. She's funny. She's wanting to talk about your, she is funny. She wants to talk about, she said, let's talk about what's important, the money. Let's get to your money. You want some more money. You trying to get more money. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, who you said, yes, yes, yes. She's saying that this is not necessarily a spending issue, that it's not like you're overspending. You need to make more money. You need to bring in more money. I'm about to go back to court. Okay. So there's a settlement here. There's a settlement here. That's okay. So when it comes to you going back to court, okay. So you're going to have to do a couple of things. Um you're going to have to read Psalm 64, she's saying, every day up into court, so that you can get the max amount. Oh, workman's comp settlement. Okay. So that makes sense, cuz she's saying say Psalm 64 every day until court. So you can get the maximum amount of money. Um they're going before you in order to make this happen. So that you can get what you're owed, cuz she's saying you really were hurt, or like you know what I'm trying to say? And you're going to that court as well. Okay. She's saying with that, with the eviction, they're gonna give you some time to be like, oh, if you pay XYZ by this time, then you won't get evicted. But she's saying something about they're gonna give you time to get a certain amount together, and then they're gonna help you come up with that amount so that you don't have to like move. You really need to read Psalm 64. She's saying really read Psalm 64 and start saying thank you. Um, but she's saying once you get this workman's comp money, because you're gonna get it. She said she's getting the money. But once you get it, don't just spend it. Okay? Your granny is a real one. I like her. She's so funny, but she's like, when you get this money, don't just spend it all willy-nilly. You need to look into how to make that money grow. So like you take 5,000 and put it here, you just wanted to buy your house. She's saying before you buy a house, yes, ma'am, because she's saying a house is an asset, but it's a liability as well. Okay. And that don't put a rush on that. I'm here, you're going to be able to buy a house, but that's next year. This year, they're wanting to grow your money. You need to grow your money. Okay. She's saying you need to look into making the money grow, getting involved in things where it's coming back to you. So she's saying when you get this workman's comp money, don't just go spend it. Okay. Invest it. Okay. Okay. So she's saying this about your clothing line. Okay. She's saying it's not that it's not possible, but she's saying don't try to do the whole thing in one time. Right. So yeah, that makes sense. So she's saying if you're going to do a clothing line, oh, okay. She's saying if you're going to do a clothing line, you need to start off with like the small thing or the thing that you're known for and just sell a bunch of that, right? So like if you were to make a dress, right? That's really cute. That was like an A-line, whatever it is, sell that dress, just that dress. That's a really good example. You know how like we'll see people selling a specific dress on TikTok and it's just that dress. They done sent that dress to like 6, 7 users and they just showing you what the dress looks like on them, and they done made thousands of dollars off of that one dress. So that's what she's saying. Start off with one item and then that's how you're gonna build your line. Okay. You absolutely should do it. She's saying get started now, because she's saying then you'll have things to sell by the holidays when people are ready to purchase. um She's funny. She's calling our TikTok shop QVC, which it really is if you think about it. Um, the Home Shopping Network is just on our phones. That's funny. Um, but yeah, so she's saying do that so that you'll be ready to sell come the holidays. And she's like, don't let people pull you into no, oh, I'm gonna come to your market and sell clothes, or I'm gonna sell them here. No, she said online. You said QVC was her stuff? Yeah, well, that's why. Because she was just saying, she's like, y'all had that shop on your phones. That's QVC, baby. That's all that is. They got QVC on y'all's phones. That's hilarious. Um, so she's saying that's how you're gonna get to the bag. You're gonna have time to pay the money for the eviction. They're gonna be like, pay this money by this date She's saying we're going to make sure that she has the money so she's not going to get evicted. She's saying say Psalm 64 starting today so that your workers comp will be big. I just got approved for a content creator to get a sample. Girl, get started. Get started. There's money there for you. And she's saying we're growing money this year. You're not spending. You're not spending unnecessarily. She's like, live or whatever, but you're not just spending unnecessarily. She's like, live or whatever, but you're not just spending like crazy. You're pulling money in. You're building up your finances. And she's mentioning something about your blood pressure. Um okay, it will be. It's gonna get approved. Just give it some time. She's bringing up your blood pressure, and then I'm feeling like a headache, like right here. So I don't know if you're having headaches or have had headaches, or if the headaches are coming, but I feel it here. You have been having headaches. Okay. Okay. She's saying your blood pressure. Um, okay. So not high blood pressure, like you got high blood pressure, but you've been under so much stress, your blood pressure is currently high. Okay. Um, okay. Beet juice and lemon juice. So she's saying get you some beet juice and put a little lemon juice in it. That's gonna bring your pressure down and it's gonna get rid of them headaches. It's so heavy, yeah. She's saying lay some of that stuff down. Some of that stuff that you're stressed out about, she's like, is not, if you really think about it, you can't really do much about it. So don't freak out about it. She understands the stuff with your housing and things like that, but they're taking care of that. She was like, but don't just hold on to those things. And don't allow people to pull you into their foolishness. Because she's talking about somebody in the family that's always got a problem, always drama, always something wrong. And she's like, stop answering the phone. She said, stop answering the phone. Let them figure it out. You do not always have to be the solution or the ear or the shoulder for them to cry on. Okay? So she's like, don't do that. But she's absolutely saying, drink you some beet juice with lemon juice in it every day. Your kids, yeah. Yeah, she's like, no, you do not have to be the solution to everything. This is something that you're going through, okay? She's saying that you're going through this. This is not where you end. Remember, we're taking you through the shortcut, so it's a little rough, but it's going to get you there quicker, okay? You're going to get there a little faster. It's going to be a little bumpy, but you're going to get there, and then you'll get to the clearing and be like, oh my gosh, I'm here, okay? So try not to overstress yourself. Definitely drink the beet juice with a little bit of lemon juice. She keeps bringing that up. She really wants you to do that because she wants you to bring your blood pressure down so you don't stress yourself out. Because stress and high blood pressure are very dangerous. Okay? And when you do that, you're going to notice your numbers are coming down and your head's going to stop hurting. She loves you so much. Dare I say, you are one of her favorites, okay? You're one of her favorite people. You really are. That's going to be nasty, but I'm going to do it. Does not sound good. I'm not going to lie to you, sis. When she said it, I was like, beet juice? Really, beet juice? Because, oh, my God, on today. But we do it. You know, them old remedies were never pleasant, but they worked. But they worked. I knew it, my poo-poo. She does. She really does. She misses you. She loves you. She doesn't want you to be stressed like this. Turmeric and orange juice works too, but you got to take it like a shot. Yeah, you're going to absolutely have to take some turmeric like a shot because everything going to be on fire if you don't just quickly take it. Take it quickly. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to be okay. She's like, you're going to be fine. You haven't been left alone. She's with you. She's with you. She's definitely with you, watching over you constantly, making sure you're okay. And she's saying, go to bed. She said, you're not sleeping enough. Okay. You're definitely not sleeping enough. She said, go to bed. She said, give it to God and go to bed. Because you being up stressing about it, it's not going to fix it. You're just going to be up stressing about it. She said, and then you're going to be tired the next day, still stressing about it. Let it go. We're on it. Go to bed. Okay? She loves you very, 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 very much. I can't sleep stressed with my job. The principal bothers me. Yeah. Okay. She said something about the principal being moved. So I don't, moving or moved. That won't be a problem for long. Something about not coming back in the new school year or something, or not coming back. Um, she said, teacher, girl, we are going through it. Yeah, she's a teacher too. Um, but she's saying something about that principal not coming back. I believe it's next year, she's saying. But she said go to bed regardless. You asked to be moved, but it looks like they're moving him or her, whoever the principal is. They're being moved. It's a he. He's being moved. Okay. Her. Okay. She's being moved. She's like, they're out of here. They're out of there. And it's something that they're choosing to do. It's not like something bad is happening, but they're moving. Do you have any other questions for her? She's mentioned something about feet, like rubbing feet. Um, do you know what that makes sense to you about rubbing feet? Will my kids be okay with their cases? I'm hearing oh, okay, so there's detail with that. DM me or text me. Since you're parked, I'll give you this number. If somebody could type it in for me, it's 512-693-9621. 512-693-9621. Because what she has to say about that, I'm going to have to tell you offline. There's details there. Yeah, thank you, Heber. Let me pin this. Can I pin it? All right. Oh, pin. There you go. Thank you. Thanks, TC. Hey, LaShara. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that offline. Because it's yes and no. And there's reasons why. Okay. She said, yeah, we're going to talk about this offline because you can't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing. She's like, you got to keep some things under wraps. Okay. So you got it. You got the number. Just let me know you got the number. That was her favorite line. Oh, she's funny. Yeah, she did. She said, mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. You got it. Okay, good, good. So we will continue this conversation offline. Do you have any other questions? So she's like, she wants to talk about something else we can, but not that. And then, of course, you can ask whatever you want to ask when we talk later. I like her. I really like her energy. I don't mind her hanging around. Sometimes people come through and be like, okay, great. It was nice. Have a good day. And but I like your grandma. She's nice. So anyone else have any questions, or did anybody cash at me and I haven't said anything? Because I haven't seen my cash apps. I can't see them. So if you send a cash app, let me know. Um, oh, we could talk about that too. How you can hear and talk to them, especially in your sleep. You can always ask her to show up in your dreams. That's the best feeling, asking them to come in your dreams, because you can actually hear them and talk to them. Okay, does anybody else have any questions for me? If not, I'm about to say peace out and that I will see. Okay, I was told they don't talk. They do talk. Absolutely talk. Um, you do? Okay. Yeah, they absolutely talk. I've had full-fledged conversations with my people in my dreams. Okay, no problem. I know you got me, but you can ask a question. But no, they absolutely have conversations and physically like talk. I'm trying to think if there's been a bunch of times where they didn't talk. I think my ancestors be talking more than not, especially when they telling me what to do. Let's see. Am I out of line by stepping in and trying to help my mother get her life together? No. Oh, child. That's what I literally just heard. I just heard them say, oh, child. It's like a tornado. Like, it's just all of these things at one time. And she can't grasp it. She can't pull it together. Um, your people are saying, bless you, child, for even reaching out to do it, because first of all, helping your mother get her life together is not going to be an easy thing. Um, because she does not like other people being in charge, and she does not want to listen, right? So they're saying you're gonna have to make her think that this is her idea. You can't come at this saying, okay, mom, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, because all you're gonna get is no. You're gonna have to approach this. Oh, she's a double Aries, my God, on today. You're gonna have to. She said, listen, your people, they're all talking because they like, we all know her and we know how bullheaded she could be. You're gonna have to make her think this is her idea. They're also saying don't take her too fast, okay? Because you're irritated and you just ready for it to be done. They're like, get it step by step, let her get her feet, get her bearings, okay? um One area of her life at a time, okay? She is not the type of person that can deal with all drastic changes. Your little sister is a problem, they're saying. She's absolutely a problem. Um, they're working on her. Who's enabling? Who's enabling her? Because there is a family member they're saying that is like really enabling your mother. She needs to go. Your sister needs to go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. They're working on it. But with this whole scenario of you helping her get her life together and all this, hey sis, um, you you're gonna you're gonna need to. I'm gonna try to hook this thing back up. I just took a picture of myself. Hold on. You're gonna need to not let this consume you. Okay? Yeah, you do. But this is the thing. You can't let it consume you. You go in, you offer help, you do the thing, and then you pull back into your own life. Okay? They're saying don't let this take over. Don't let it be all consuming. Um, be limited with your money, with what you spending. Okay? They're very, very clear with that. Be careful with your money. Okay? Hey, Jazz. Um, Make sure that you're not draining anything, your energy, your money, or your time. You go in, you help her, you pull back out. Okay? So that's what you're gonna do. You say, oh, I know. They just was like, whew, make sure you tell her that. But no, you're absolutely right for doing this. She needs it. Sometimes, um, who walking up to my? Child, y'all's about to see some live action. You hear me? Hold on. Because I'm sitting in my garage, right? Because it's a lot of people, there's stuff going on in my house. It's Sunday. And and I see this dude bopping up behind my car. And I'm like, am I gonna have to pull it? Like, what? Who pulling up to the door? And it was actually it was a UPS guy. They need to wear uniforms all the time. Anyway, whoo child, I'm gonna send him up yonder. Anyway, uh back to what your people was saying. Hold on. So back to what your people was saying. Make sure that you do help her because she needs the help. But don't let it take over your life and don't spend too much money on it or give it too much energy. Okay? But she does need it. She does need it. Did you have any other questions for them, P? Girl, because I was about to pull it. The live was about to be ended, honey. No evidence. The live was gonna be ended. Cause what? Yeah. Yeah, she has taken in strays. And not even realizing like she's allowing the people that are in her house um to really be extra weight on her. Yeah, Lord, poor Miss UPS girl who's about to be gone. But yeah, they do need family to get them out because they have family. But when people are users, they get where it's comfortable. And she's allowed them to get comfortable there. But it's time for them to go. It's absolutely time for them to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Why is P's ancestors laughing at me? They're really laughing at me. He was like, if you'd have pulled that out on camera, listen, I listened. This is Texas, okay? Like all day. You're so welcome, love. You are so welcome. Does anybody else have any questions? Oh, my God, on today. Does anybody else have any questions or send any questions that I haven't seen? Okay, Tam, what you got, sweetheart? Do you just want a message or do you have specific questions that you want to ask? Let me clear my energy. Okay. Your comments were disappearing. No. Okay, I see them now. I see them now. I had to ground and center myself again. Because, ha. Just a general. Okay, Tam. Hold on, sweetheart. Okay. So, um, you got a lot of questions. Yes, text me. I got you. Um, so first of all, Tam, when they're talking about, they're saying first of all about struggling with decision making, trying to decide. I'm trying to decide, should I go this way or should I go that way? Should I, like, which direction should I take? There's a lot of things changing in your life per se. Um, there's going to be a change in like your career. They're saying like a change of where you're staying. You cannot let the opinions of your family sway you. Okay? First and foremost, Tam. Because your parents or your family, they are very opinionated. Okay? We're talking about yeah, very opinionated. And she said, well, I'll be. Well, I'll be, yeah. Um, you're it's time for you to step forward into who you are and what you're going to be. And you cannot do that waiting on or asking for permission. Okay? We're past that. That's why she's saying they're really still trying to pull you back into the church because they feel as though they know better for you than you know for you. And that is not true. Mhm. This feels like an auntie energy, either a great aunt, but she's irritated at the fact that you have not been fully running your own life, wanting you to she's like, what are you waiting for? It's your time, it's your life, it's your gifts, it's your talents. You are more than enough, and you are able and capable to do what it is that you want to do. But if you keep listening to them or asking people if this is a good idea, they're always going to tell you no. But she's like, it's not their idea, it wasn't meant for them. It's time for you to step out on your own, my dear, and do things unapologetically. She's like, this whole timid, I hope I don't offend anyone type of feel. She's like, let that go. If they mad, they mad. So what? She's like, because at the end of the day, the only one who's really going to be mad is you, that you wasted time. Okay? Yeah. So you've really got to move forward. They're wanting movement from you. They're wanting movement from you. She's saying that part of your, I'm not going to say fear, but your hesitation with even delving into deeper understanding about relationship with us, the ancestors that are speaking, is due to a lack of trust in self. Okay? You do not know her. You do not know her. This is on your father's side. You do not know her. She's literally saying, you do not know me. She's saying that part of that, like, apprehension you have to really get deep into veneration is because you don't trust yourself and your decisions that you make all the time. She's like, the more you trust yourself, the stronger this relationship's going to be. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, you say she's right. Yeah, you've got to believe you. You've got to step forward for you. She's like, we are waiting and proud and happy and ready to push her forward. Okay, Jazz, I'll get you in a second, sweetheart. We're ready to push you forward into, she's like, the greatness that you have. She's talking about how smart you are. She's like, what are we waiting for? We're waiting on you. We're just waiting on you. That's it. That's all. Trust yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Ignore their opinions. That's what's holding you back. That's what's holding you up. She's like, she's like, and you can respectfully be like, I'm not going to do that. You can respectfully keep it moving because you're not trying to be rude, but you're at that point. And she's like, you've been wondering why things have been stagnant. That's why things have been stagnant. We're waiting on you to bet on you. Exactly. Just stand on business. Period. That's all it is. That's all they want you to do. She's like, your message for today is about what you need, right? This is about what you need. She's like, not what we need. We're elevated through your growth. We're elevated through your understanding. We're venerated through you doing better for you, treating yourself better, recognizing your value and what you bring as a person. Okay? It's okay, P. So that's what her focus is. Her focus is that, you know, you focus on you right now. This is you season. Focus on you, my love. Like, she's like, do the things for you that you can do for you to make you feel good. I'm definitely going to cry later. Oh, they love you so much. Like, love just seems like an inadequate word expression for how they feel and how much they feel for us because they've lived a human experience. And that's why I always tell people angels are amazing. Working with angels is amazing, but there's nothing like working with your ancestors because they have been you. Okay? They done lived. And that's what she's saying. She doesn't want you to waste life. Oh, that makes sense. Because she's saying there are things in her life that she did not get to do. And she realized after postmortem how much time was wasted. on worrying about others and their opinions and what it looked like. Uh, she's saying don't be afraid to fail in public. When you're not afraid to fail in public, you find freedom. Ashe, you find freedom. And they want you to find freedom, my love. They want you to find that. I'm gonna have to write that down. I had a thought about that the other day. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I know, right? That's beautiful. Ooh, that's good. I tell my students all the time, like when I'm channeling and stuff, their people, I'll be like, ooh, let me write that down because y'all people be coming through with bars. Oh, but she loves you and she's proud of you and she wants the best for you and she wants you to move forward in your womanhood. Really sit in your femininity and be the woman that you are. Okay? And that they love you. I hope that helps. Okay. I'm waiting on Tam to tell me if she had anything else. If not, then I will do Jazz next. It does. Okay. Good, good, good. Oh, last question. She's really pretty too. Your ancestor. Yes, you did. You absolutely did. You did the right thing. You did. hmm You know how the elders be like, That's what she just did. She's like, She did the right thing. Hmm. Okay, Tam. Sending you some love, good energy, all that good stuff. I know you didn't, but you needed to. You needed to. It's okay though, but you needed to. You definitely needed to. Okay. You accept it. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, love. All right. Let me clear out and let people move out and around before we get started. It's like I had to give the money away to get it back. Yeah, it happens. It's circulation because money circulates. We don't spend it. It just circulates. So, okay. This is Jazz. The reason why I'm laughing is because she's one of my students. And so her people are used to talking to me. And they just like, hey girl. Like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna answer that P as soon as I'm done with Jazz's ancestors because her grandfather's ready to talk. Her grandfather's ready to talk. Um, so first of all, it's good to see. It's good to see them. uh, they want to talk about your. They're very comfortable with me. We have talked for years now. Your dad's dad. Okay, that grandpa. That's who we talking to today. He's talking about your boyfriend. Soon to be Mister. He's saying. Um. Okay. Okay, so he's saying he keeps saying he's solid. He's solid. He's genuine. He's solid. He's saying he's solid. He's genuine. He's this is your person. Okay. She said, "Hey, Papa. Um, this is your person, baby girl." He's saying, breathe, girl. He's like, I need you to breathe. And he's saying, no, you can't know when you're going to get engaged. You can't know when the wedding is going to be. He's like, we want you to enjoy this process. If you don't sit back and relax and enjoy this man, he's saying that he really loves you. Um, really cares for you, like from a genuine place. Okay. I know you laughing because they're like, this is not a give and take, right? Because he's saying like there have been those instances where it felt like something was given and taken, or like it was almost but it wasn't. This is it. He's like, this is it. Tell her he is it. So now you can relax. Now you know he is it. Now you can go sit down and enjoy him. He's like, you do not have to be in control of the whole scenario. Because he was like, you know her. She wants to direct and coordinate and know what date. And he was like, that's not what this is. This is romance, dear. He's like, this is romance. You're supposed to just be enjoying the whining and the dining and all of the things. Okay, so sit back and relax with that. He said he really loves you. He said we like him. He said because if we didn't, we'd have sent him on like we did the other one. That's all he gonna say. He said we'd have sent him on like we did the other one. Okay. He wants to talk about money because money's been heavy, heavy, heavy on your mind. Um, and he's like talking about like you and working. So knowing that you went back and forth on whether or not you wanted to work, right? And now that you've made the decision, this is what you want to do. He was like, don't accept anything less than what you say you need. So he's like, don't even apply to the job if it's less than da 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 da. Whatever that amount is that you have to have, he's like, don't even apply to anything under that. Why are we wasting our time? Um, he's like, at the base of, oh, okay. Yes, sir. He was saying at the base of your money issues, i.e., being able to bring in that large sum. He's like, because you've been trying to manifest like one lump large sum at a time, like 10,000, 20,000, something like that. He said there's two things that are a problem. Number one, you're looking at it as a big thing. He's like, there's no amount of money that is a big thing. Money is energy. You have all the energy in the world. He's like, air is energy, water is energy. Um, he's like, so you can have as much of it as you want. That's number one. Quit thinking of it as a big thing, like it's something that's large and hard to get to. He's like, if you were trying to manifest $1, you wouldn't concentrate really hard because it's $1. You'd be like, I could get that anytime. He's like, well, start thinking about that with all money. Okay. He's like, you could get it. You could get it. Um, it's yours already. The other thing he's saying is worthiness. Worthiness is at the center of your problem with actually actualizing the amount of money that you want to see into your reality. You're worth it. He's like, you're worth it, baby girl. Like you are worth the money. Okay? Yeah. And continue to build up your center of self-worth. Um, oh, okay. He's saying that you're such a like beautiful person, but like there are parts of you you don't even feel you're beautiful, like truly, truly, truly. He's like, you need to start walking around like you that girl. Build up your self-worth. That you are gorgeous. He was like, you are gorgeous to us. We love you. You are a beautiful person. You shine. You're light. You are fun to be around. You're a good person. And he's like, not good as in like, oh, you're morally good, but you have a good heart and good intentions. Okay? So start walking around like you are who you are. Okay? And he's saying your last name, right? Like that family with that surname. He's like, we are a proud people. We do not bow to anybody. We are worth it, honey. We walk with our head held high. Um, he's mentioning money, um, being able to buy like property in an age and time when it was difficult for Black people to do so. He's saying, stop. Oh, well, that's true. He's saying this for everybody. Stop thinking that all your ancestors struggled, because then it's causing you to attach yourself to struggle. Not all your people struggled. He's saying a lot of us, especially from his era, had money. We just knew how to move in silence. He said that's something that the kids are missing now, is how to move in silence and how not to let people in on your business. Hey, Yvonne. Um, so he's saying you need to start acting like you that girl and the money gonna show up. Okay. And that he loves you. He just keeps saying, he's like, yeah, he's the one. Y'all are gonna get married. Quit second guessing that and enjoy it. Oh wait. Okay. She will be handled. And he said, you know what that means. She's she's been causing some problems. And he's like, I understand, but not too much. She doing too much. And that he's not gonna allow her to be a problem for you. She may be a problem for him, but she ain't gonna be a problem for you. Oh my God, I just text about her. Cause listen, he's like, he's like, okay, I see why you're upset, but not too much on that one. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. When you the one doing the veneration, they really do not play about you. People be saying my ancestors don't play about me, but when you the first person in generations that's pulling the bloodline out the girl, listen, no, mm-mm. His ancestors may have a message, but your grandfather said not today. We are talking today. Um, he's not he's not allowing anybody else to really speak right now. And his ancestors are very respectful of that because they're Caribbean and they're very understanding of his male energy and letting him be in charge. But grandpa's in charge today. And aha, he wants a sweet potato pie. So if you could get that over to the altar, um, thank you for changing the water. Yeah. Okay, will do. Good stuff. Who? What? Foolishness. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I know it was somebody else that was after Jazz. I meant to say bang. I love your bang. Okay, thanks, Junie, because I was confused. I was so confused. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You're welcome. I was confused, Junie. So confused. Cause I don't know what the heck's been going on. I've been getting DMs from random people, and I'm like, "Child, I'm married, and I'm the auntie. Like, who paying attention over here?" Like, it go right over my head, right like that. But thank you for saying you like my bag. I appreciate it. Who had a question next? I don't remember who it was. Boop boop. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can scroll. That was a while ago. Let me go back. I thought somebody else had a question. Cause I hate to leave people off and then they'd be like, and that's the thing with me, y'all. If you ever order anything, order a reading, if you ever get anything from me, a service, a class, anything, and you do not hear from me, say something. Okay? Because we're not scamming over here, but I do have mom brain. I am 44 with a 4-year-old. I'm struggling. Told me to do. She's like, why? There's a bunch of other lives too that I'm about to post over there. There's a meditation for subliminal guidance over there. And I'm gonna start doing like weekly messages because I shut down my Patreon so I could focus on YouTube and like build that up. So y'all be able to find me over there too. Big Craft Works everywhere. So Ebony Queen, you go ahead and eat, my love. And then you want to just DM me, you can say yes or no. If not, I can still answer you here. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, you guys have a fabulous, amazing Sunday. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me. I'm going to say set an intention before we disappear. So if you want to join me for this closing intention, go take a deep breath. Whew. I am so grateful to our uplifted, enlightened, and benevolent ancestors, known and unknown. Thank you for coming through with encouragement and understanding and protection and guidance and wisdom. I ask that you watch over us and guide us throughout the week. Allow us to clearly hear and understand what you have for us as we move through our life in this journey. Let us find joy, love, peace, and have continued protection. Ashe. Y'all have a fabulous day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.